comes as a surprise. He inhabits the circle of eternity. To God, there is no past, present, or future. All time is present at any given moment. He is the great and only I am. I am.
Must always be expanded. Oh, it appears that the stream was in silence for a very short time. Oh jeez. Let's let's not do that. Okay. My voice is gonna be a little bit phasey. I understand that much. It's because of the sample rate of this thing. Where... Oh, there's no... Okay, so there's no master on this out. Let me copy one of these outside here, just so I can have a... Yeah, let's get rid of that. Turn this up. Let's turn this up. Let's turn this down. Let's see, and let's put this back. Let's see. Where's the happy medium? There's like... Huh? Of course. Okay, now the music's... now the music is stopped. Okay. Let's get rid of... That's some pretty hefty compressing. Can I can get rid of that. And it's gonna make my voice sound super tinny, probably. There's a lot of shit going on in this room, as you can hear. But yeah, welcome to the stream. It is Monday, December 11th. And how is everybody doing? Where's... Okay. That's actually harder to read than if it was just here. I wonder if I could put like a Wirecast over there. If I had Wirecast on that and it was a touchscreen, you could just produce my stream. You could just be like, yes! You just stand around like a fucking, like someone from Star Trek on the bridge. Yeah.
That's,
What?
Just one kombucha a week and I'll...
Yeah, that'll be your payment. That's like $3 to $4 depending on like which kombucha you choose.
Oh, true. Produced streams.
I'm drinking lavender melon kombucha because I love fermented stuff. I was probably pretty tired last stream. I have a little bit more energy today. I have leveled up my jacket. It's hard to... Oh, wait. Can I turn this on? Actually, let's see if I can AirPlay. Because then I could put the chat real big up on there.
Big?
Real big chat.
Big. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Got a big ass screen. How do I put it up there? Yeah. Here we go. Think I missed the past few streams. That happens. I've been working on, you know, some EDM furry fucking post-furry music. Okay. There's one song I've been working on the past couple of streams that I'm actually just now about to launch. So you guys can see a little bit of that process as I go through this. Let's bring this over here. I'm going to show you all the bells and whistles here. Let me show you what goes into launching a song. So I got this. That is rel 1. I'm currently on rel 4. Let's see, Tumblr, http.tumblr.com, no, danekez.tumblr.com. My friend Dan did the art for Jack of All Trades. It's pretty great. People call me a Jack of All Trades. I replaced this one. I'm the kind of person who looks... I wrote fucking Hitta, because I'm an alien. I'm the kind of person who looks bad on the surface. And works at it and worsens. And turns sad. And you heard it at first. I tried to curse it with words hard to rehearse. Words hard to rehearse it. I'm the kind of person who... Oh, I have it written here. Why don't I just copy paste? Nurse my mind. To rehearse it. Oh no, it's if. If I nurse my mind with verses, I can then pretend I'm perfect. So. So I don't pop pills, I don't even smoke, I don't even drink, I don't even know, I don't even think. I'm in sober go mode when I'm nearing broke, or I'm feeling stoked, which lately would be most days. In some ways I know I got addictions, I'm fighting with it, it's private business. This kind of clueless intersection, validation, obsession, understand, resume being somebody's... It's matter enough for keeping up with the machine. Nobody does this shit like Jack, King, Queen, that's done. Alright, so we got this, let's upload... JKQ. And I think I might need to update fucking chat. Oh, it's up here. Isn't... Oh boy. That's what I should be doing.
There.
Oh, it looks like we're here. Yeah. It looks like we have arrived. Let's see if I can upload on here. It might just be this one computer's like throughput. Can I move this? Okay, this is only 3 gigs. So let me drop it. Air style. Stream's back. No, it says, still says stream health is low. That says I'm good. It says I'm live, but not quite.
Good on my end.
The chat doesn't seem to be having an issue unless this is just slow and not updating.
Yeah, it's good on my end.
Alright, it's still working?
Yep.
Oh, it's catching up. That's why. Alright. Chat. Who in the chat's still with us? We've dropped down to 9 viewing. Oh boy. Well, here's what I could do. To the, there's 12 of you now. To the 12 of you viewing, let's just add in a media file here. Come on. While I work on uploading this video, let's, take away a few things. And let's just debut the full version of this fucking song. This is called Jack of All Trades. Never mind. Wire. God, I so very much wish that this application would do what it says it does. Let's try this one more time. No. Audio. Really? Delete that. That's astounding. Okay, today is not agreeing with me. I wish I didn't have to do this. I wish I didn't have to like come up with a bunch of different ways to fill dead air as a thing that I thought I had set up. Turns out to be not set up. Is that... That's it. Alright, and then begin playing when it becomes live. And do we want audio? It doesn't seem to recognize any audio. Change audio. This is infuriating. Can I get the audio from... No, I can't. Okay, so it looks like I can load a video, but I cannot play the audio from the video I have loaded. What the hell are you gonna do? Well, it's like... Man... Alright, plan C? Oh boy. The song's about being good at things. Clearly, I have a lot to figure out still. This doesn't even, yeah, it doesn't even recognize that there's audio. That's astounding. Okay. Well, I know a lot of you have heard bits and pieces of this song. I can't upload this here. Oh, let's try and upload one more time. So, this is the kind of thing. I'm trying to update all my friends here. There are technical difficulties. It's, oh god. Crisis. Come to Case's Monday stream. You get a fucking crisis of technical difficulties. Same thing every week. New bullshit. Alright. We got some uploading going. I'm still gonna prioritize this. Where do we have... Come on. Internet. I do got this. This is gonna be... Okay, since I can't do the video and I can't show you my cool graphics that I just spent an hour putting together, an hour figuring out how to do and putting together, let's see if I can do this another way. Let's add... Let's add a media file. Let's just give you guys the title card. Add audio. So then what happens if I do... media file? Okay. Then let's try this.
Somehow enough to keep.
Okay, so I tried that experiment. It turns out that when I have the files in Wirecast and I put them on different layers and then tell them to play one live, also doesn't work. This is a fantastic advertisement for the most expensive streaming application you can get. Just use OBS.
Somehow enough for keeping up with the machine. Nobody does this shit like Jack King Queen. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I know how to make it. I can't be fucking with the stagnant demeanor. Nobody does this shit like Jack King Queen does. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I just wanna make it. I got a universe inside my head, I want it out. Fought habits and mindsets and petty doubts. Gave up distractions, ain't a gamer, I'm past it. Cause every little thing I do's a microtransaction. I mingled up the crew's got a tabs list. I predict every new news story with mad libs. Yeah, I'm bad shit, I'm bad fit, I'm deity ex machina. Make up fake languages, slating me an album up. Don't give a damn about your personality, anatomy, locality, tonality, formality. Just bad for me, I aim to maintain neutrality. If you got great thoughts, we can talk, let them rot, watch me walk. People call me a jack of all trades, king of sound charades and queen of loud gain. No shortage of the niche or the fringe, all that in spades. Ignore the fringe, remember this name like somehow enough for keeping up with the machine. Nobody does this shit like Jack King Queen. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I know how to make it. I can't be fucking with the stagnant demeanor. Nobody does this shit like Jack King Queen does. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I just wanna make it. I'm the kind of person who looks bad on the surface and works at it and worsens and turns sad, and you heard it at first. I tried to curse it with words, hard to rehearse. If I nurse my mind with verses, I can then pretend I'm perfect. So I won't pop pills, I don't even smoke, I don't even drink, I don't even know, I don't even think I'm in sober go mode when I'm nearing broker. I'm feeling stoked, which lately would be most days. In some ways I know I got addictions, I'm fighting with it, it's private business. This kind of clueless intersection of validation, obsession, understanding rules circles and being somebody's exception. Okay, so you as empty as your name, sad ghost, aesthetic with pathetic, frail, pale, generic hack. Underneath that, you ask why people leave. Maybe it's that fact that you still always snap like. So not enough for keeping up with the machine. Nobody does this shit like Jack, King, Queen. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I know how to make it. I can't be fucking with the stagnant demeanor. Nobody does this shit like Jack, King, Queen does. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I just wanna make it. Last of all, I'm not too personable. Socialize and feel surgical. I swear it's nothing personal. But where the dog signs, I'm offline, no disturbing. And no knocks when I'm on the clock, I'm fucking working. I got dark circles like my eyes are doing rituals. It's turning out that burning out's proven too habitual. It's 10:30, a chance to get to bed, but who am I kidding, man? I'm staying up till 6 again. Just because my circadian rhythm is so out of sync with the time zone I live in. Don't think that I ain't up at 3 AM spitting when all you're putting out's nocturnal emissions. I make nuclear fission with rhymes and self-loathing. But hey, listen, that keeps me buying food and clothing, so I wouldn't dare to write burn books. I just stare at a mirror and then suffer the hard looks and say, so not enough for keeping up with the machine. Nobody does this shit like Jack, King, Queen. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I know how to make it. I can't be fucking with the stagnant demeanor. Nobody does this shit like Jack, King, Queen does. Love it or hate it, you can debate it. Some know how to make it up, but I just wanna make it.
Apologies for the drop in the stream. It appears that the stream could not take it simply could not take that new song. Now I'm back. Okay. I'm glad you guys like that. I try to get everything like all queued up. I totally plan like ahead of time, like, alright, now I'm gonna have this ready, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, I find myself like fucking 10 minutes before the stream starts, like getting assets ready. And then I actually go to do the stream and I can't actually fucking use any of them because of Wirecast. And then Wirecast will freeze halfway through doing shit, so I have to like restart it. And if I open Logic after I open Wirecast, I have to restart Wirecast because the sample rate changes and it doesn't know how to handle that. Wirecast is fucking terrible. I'm just gonna... I'm biting the hand that feeds me here. But if anyone ever asks you about Wirecast, fucking god-awful. Way too expensive, way too many bugs, completely unpredictable whether it's going to like function or not when you like click something. I might recode all of this for... I might like reset up all of this for OBS. I originally set up the stream for OBS. I think I did one run with OBS, but I don't know. This was already set up here. There was already, you know, enough using it, so I figured, oh yeah, Wirecast. Wirecast would be easy. No. No. I thought, like, you know, using something proprietary instead of, like, open source shit would mean, like, less work, less hassle. No, not at all. Way more hassle. An impossible amount of hassle. An unpredictably impossible amount of hassle. Doesn't matter how many fail-safes I throw into this shit. Doesn't matter how many things I write down in my notepad and, like, come back at this. I'm just bitching about Wirecast now. So here's a new song. Test. Testing. There we go. Test. Nope. Test. Test. There we go. No, still? Come on. Test. Yeah. I couldn't see, couldn't read, I only feed, but these days I take my love. Alright, let's just jump into this one. Well, I mean, give me a fucking count-in first. I don't mind the analogies whenever God's being good to me. Been caught in synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck. It's too fast. Let's go 95. I don't mind the analogies whenever God's being good to me. Been caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. That's still too fast. Let's go 93. It's a good tempo. I don't mind the analogies whenever God's being good to me. Been caught synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. When I can break it. Oh, all these fucking... Let's get that one off. Okay. I don't mind the analogies whenever God's being good to me. Been caught in synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck.
Kind of peaking.
It's so what?
Got some crackle.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good volume here. Crackle. I need some vitamin C.
Need snap, crackle, pop. What's that fucking cereal?
I got bad experiences with Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, Rice Krispie. I'm sorry.
You gotta melt the butter. Okay. I don't mind the analogies whenever God's being good to me. Been caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, been caught on synchronicity. Been caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck. Yeah. I've had bad experiences with Rice Krispies. You have to melt the butter. You gotta melt the butter.
Worst thing to come in on.
Melt the butter. Yeah, no, this is fucking terrible time to come in. It's 27. It's almost 2018. I am a 24-year-old music producer, and I'm quoting Homestuck memes from 4 or 5 years ago. I don't mind analogies whenever God's being good to me. Fucking up. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Been caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Been caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck. There's no like room to breathe there. I gotta figure out breathing space. Take my luck, I take my luck, I think I'll do that. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a when I shouldn't be, just a never God's being good to me, been caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a I think will to take this makes sense. It's a tree of life term. The will to bestow and the will to receive. I'm fucking okay, let's try this. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it. Yeah. Don't mind analogies. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Okay, let's no. Duplicate. I don't mind analogies. Oh boy, I'm sorry you've been going through so much stress. Cheating on leaves with Rice Krispies now. Why'd you gotta start the leaf joke?
Yeah, I regret it, and also it wouldn't be cheating on leaves with Rice Krispies, it would be cheating on Rice Krispies with leaves.
I don't even eat Rice Krispies that often. I haven't since 2014. That's a story all of its own.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello, Camo. Actually, not even fucking drinking leaves. I got orange spice. Actually, there's black tea in here. Never mind. It's Constant Comet. But off-brand Constant Comet. No, you're not hearing that story. Let's see if I can record on this one. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. Okay. Slowly refining this. And the vent's out. Okay. Vent's done. So I can get quieter recording. Let's try this. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it. I'm getting it. Let's go back over to this one. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. Don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it. I don't... Getting there. Let's double over on this again. Ping pong. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it. Okay. Getting there. Back and forth again. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be. Just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it. I don't mind analogies. Keep going. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity. Oh, this one.
mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on the city.
Okay.
I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. When I could break it, I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind and I'm fucking all this up.
I wonder if I can just like belt this. Let's try it. Alright.
I don't mind analogies. I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck. These are out of sync, and so it's throwing me off. This one's the best. This one's also the best. Alright. Let's try this again. I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. Let's just do that. Well, let's take all these and let's make them fucking 40. Add some magic sample delay to that. Okay. Let's see where we got these. Cause I don't mind analogy. Whenever God's been good to me, I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take. I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. Don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I don't mind analogies. Whenever God's been good to me, caught on synchronicity. When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck.
Alright. Let's try the lower octaves again. Test.
I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. Don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it. I don't mind analogies. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. Don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I could break it.
Alright.
I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I break it.
Alright, let's tune.
I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity.
Let's figure out a melody. Oh, it's gonna lag like fuck. Let's figure out a melody. Or a fifth harmony.
When I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't.
The con was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. There was a lot that happened.
See, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this.
Oh, what's my bass note? C sharp. Good. Where's our tuning? Is it too late? Oh, we're already at 432. Fuck yeah, okay.
I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I break it. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck. I don't mind analogies whenever God's been good to me. Caught on on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck and break it. I don't mind analogies, whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read, I'd only feed. But these days I take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck.
There we go. There's something.
I don't mind analogies, whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity when I shouldn't be, just a will to take this. Forces I couldn't see, couldn't read.
Yeah, yeah, I think it definitely broke the record for most fursuiters. I remember that. I remember hearing that.
It also had, like, the hotel and then also the convention center. You guys are so large.
Yeah, this was the first time in that convention's history that they had more than just the Hyatt O'Hare. So they had to flood into the convention center that it just happens to be right next to.
Yeah, that's where they set up the dealer's room and also the artist alley and
Yeah.
all the other stuff, so. Yeah. Big. Still social anxiety, but besides that, I had so much fun. What?
Where's that from?
I gave you one of those.
Huh?
I gave you one of those, so I threw mine away. Yeah, it was big, and I liked hitting con floor.
Yeah.
And just walking around seeing, like, all the fursuiters. It's weird, because, like, it was my first furry con, so.
Let's take a short break. We can have some Q&A. I don't want all the questions to be about what a furry con is like. I'm gonna sit back, do some Q&A for a little bit. Maybe listen to this beat super quietly. Or something. There's other parts of this beat too. Test. Test. Oh, you can still hear me. There's only 11 watching. Imagine what my viewer retention would be if Wirecast didn't shut me down like 3 times in the first like
OBS
15 minutes of streaming.
OBS is what?
I'm gonna have to refigure this shit out for OBS.
No, I like using OBS. It was like, you know.
I might fuck myself though because the other cameras don't work with OBS. Like the ones that I don't use. Like if I ever wanted to use more cameras, I wouldn't be able to do that in OBS. They're not compatible. So.
Then you'd probably have to switch back to Wirecast.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying is what the dilemma would be.
Yeah, that sucks. Like, what's a furry con? Yeah, yeah. Me too. And then I found out what a furry con is by going to one.
Yeah. I can't open this mushroom jerky.
I got you.
It's usually so easy. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh. Did it do it? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Molly. I now have mushroom jerky. Was it hard to learn all this music programming? Oh man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, if you wanted to learn all this shit from scratch, like, I guess it'd be hard. But, like, I don't know. It's been a very, very slow, gradual process over, like, a few years. I finish this kombucha.
I'm here.
Really?
Yeah, because I sip mine, because I like my kombucha. Wanted to laugh.
I just needed to bomb my stomach. Inflate my microbiome. Dried shrooms? Not every mushroom is psychedelic. I don't know if you know this. But there are some mushrooms you can just eat that don't have any, like, psychoactive compounds in them.
I'm guessing that's one of them.
Yeah, this happens to be shiitake.
That happens to be one of them.
This happens to be shiitake mushrooms. They're native to Japan. They've been eating them for thousands of years. Nobody gets fucked up on them. Pretty sure.
When did you start making music?
When did I start making music? Yeah, so... it's pretty... like, I started fucking around with Logic in, like, 2011-ish. So, like, I've been learning how to use this shit for, like, 6 years. It's not that hard to me, because I've done, like, a lot of music. So, but also, I have done stretches where I do, like, weeks at a time, or, like, I take a whole day and just do nothing but take notes on, like, an instrument, or a plugin, or an effect, or something. Won't happen. Won't happen if I did that.
Take my luck when I break it. Take my luck when I break it.
Can I quantize these? Give me that hard quantize.
Okay.
Boom. 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 No, I need 24ths.
Could break it.
Is there audio of it? Fuck that.
Take my luck when I break it. Take my luck, I take my luck, I take my luck when I break it.
That's a bit too much modulation. Or it's a bit too much. Modulation, bring that down. I don't even know. Fortune off what? I totally tuned out of the chat for too long. What's going on? Oh, psychedelic jerky? Is that what they're talking about?
I believe so.
Hmm.
Take it.
Alright, let's take these two. Let's take this. No. Take this. And then take this. And then take this, I think. And let's take this. And then loop. Boom. Let's get some pitch bend in there. I play a MacBook, I push buttons, I fucking punch in numbers, and music happens. Let me give that a curve. a good curve. Music and math are the same thing. If anyone, like, here's the thing. If any, like, old guitarist who listens to, like, every prog rock band ever, like, hears you blasting some, like, EDM or some pop music and it's like, that isn't real music. Let me tell you something. There is an F-sharp major chord embedded in the mathematics of the universe. The closer you get to just playing noise that lines up, the more you get to the pure idea of what music and harmony is. If you're playing, like, for 20 minutes around a like sweeps and shit, like, that's really great. It's really great to watch, really great to look at, not even that great to hear. But, like, I don't know, any like, you know, 70s, 80s prog rock head, I always tell him, like, I always give him this line. Modern day hip-hop is more musical than prog rock ever was.
Mic drop?
It's true.
No, yeah, drop the mic.
It's true.
No,
It goes
yeah,
goes right to the heart of what music is. I have a truffle. I'm not gonna eat it though.
I have some mints that I kind of want to have.
E pi. Music is a language. It communicates the maths of sounds. True.
That's why I was.
Huh?
That's why I was able to skip out of language classes because they considered it a. Language.
Really?
Yeah, like music.
That makes
Just
sense.
kinda,
Like being able to
like,
read
you know,
sheet music, or
yeah.
can you? Wow.
Like, yeah, like taking music theory. Well, not everything in a music like class. Fine arts is like music theory, sheet music.
Yeah.
So like, I was able to skip out of language.
I think frequency comes before math. I think frequency is from my understanding, frequency is is what everything boils down to. That's what Nikola Tesla says. I think math comes out of frequency. I think harmony existed before, like, numbers had a way to, like, map it. I don't know. Oh, there's a fucking... I could play that... Or can I play videos on here? Now where I wanted to go. Can't find it. Is it here? No. No. Okay, never mind. Alright. I don't even like that song. Man, there's a fan video that I cannot find. And it would be difficult for me to pull up in the... God, it's gotta be in my history. It's gotta be in my history. I just can't pull it up from a Discord message because it wasn't... Come on. It's all political videos. Well...
Looking for the,
I'm looking for the birthday video.
Okay, let me grab that. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Discord has to install some dank updates. You passed it? What? What?
What?
It's raining in December. Saturn Matrix, living in space. Oh, there it is! Alright, so I don't know how well the audio is gonna come through, but...
I can check for you. What's updates?
Can we... I want to see if I can get you guys better sound. Similar. I don't give a shit. Okay. Can I do it through Sapphire? And will it play through Sapphire if I do that? No, it's not what I want to do. No. So this is something a couple I'm probably half of you are here in the chat. This is given to me on my birthday. I couldn't get around to actually doing this on my birthday.
I've been thankful for the lefts that bent me right, and all the memories that kept me up at night. Fading pains, a way to stray from keeping sight. Looking forward with bright open eyes. Loose knots we tie can fall apart. Mulling over minds and hearts, and light and dark, and think too far ahead. And before a melody can end, another starts, singing out our newfound parts.
Wow.
If letting go's impossible at first, and getting over obstacles with hurt makes it worse. Age lives went by so quickly, I can look back with a glance. Trances of the past hold us back. Chances that we have make it last.
I'll save this. I'll put this video. I don't want anybody to miss this. Oh my god.
She found me.
You're so... You did all of these.
I've been flawed and lost, but I guess I had to be. In pressure times I get inclined to get too loud. All the while I've been the kind to
It works. No, it's good. It looks cool either way. This is
the line, communication breaks down. But life tends to come around. I take free thoughts and read them off, then stump them packed. Then stand up on it taller while I rise above the sum I lack. And as more lights flicker on down all these paths, to let things pass. If letting go's impossible at first,
Danny's trying too hard mix. I remember
and
that.
getting over obstacles with hurt makes it worse. 5 Julys went by so quickly, I can look back with a glance. Trances of the past.
God, there's so much.
Chances that we have make it last.
Wow.
I've found God. She found me. I've been flawed and lost, but I guess I had to be. But I guess I had to be. I feel these sentiments. I wonder if it meant something different, tuning out the dissonance. You start to listen in.
There's just so much in this.
Harmonic, isn't it? My song was dissonant and far from innocent. If letting go's impossible at first, and getting over obstacles with hurt makes it worse. 3 Julys went by so quickly, I can look back with a glance. Trances of the past hold us back. Chances that we have make it last. We were held up
And they even put in
too high.
thing from the
We were bound to fall sometime.
You can tell they put it. Wow. There's that's so.
Fates and lives and all we sacrifice for the good of our own kind. All the things that come to mind.
That's so wild. It's so nuts. Remember the melody from the. Who did the glockenspiel? Where's that from? Wow. They did the outro. Wow. Wow. You guys are doing all this slideshow shit. Oh my god. And the limited edition cover of the, man, all you guys are getting like the deep cuts. That's so like there's so much here. I can't even like. God! Oh, they even put the 5-4. Wow. Wow. There's a lot of detail in that I didn't really catch the first time of just like, you know, doing all my birthday shit. But there's... Wow! No, there's like... I mean, I guess, like, I always just kind of expect people to forget, like, little shit that's just kind of off to the side and never, like, mention again, but, like, no, like, they all remember, like, all the fringe shit that had to do with my stuff, too. They even brought back stuff from Wii Mars I didn't use. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. That's a hell of a birthday present. That kind of proves to me, like, just how diehard fans you guys are. That's nuts. Like, I don't know. Man. Man. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Elliot did the video. We did the music.
Thank you to all you.
And then
Elliot, Konako, Lee. Thank you for your shit was so like artful.
Well, I tried to copy you because copyable.
Oh my god.
I tried to pick
Taking all of my album cover ideas for next year. Man. This sounds familiar. I went to Mars and there's like.
You can use them.
Oh yeah.
You can definitely use those.
Yeah, that was. Oh, y'all got the deep cuts. This is all deep. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Konako. And thank you, Wolfie. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Oliver. It's really surreal. Like, I've told this story before. Like, Oliver came up to visit me with their mom, like, a couple months ago. And it was just really surreal to be, like, standing over in that vocal booth, like, with my mic set up, and just thinking, like, just having that, you know, the same visual in my head, you know, like, right in front of me, as I had 5 years ago at 2 a.m., you know, or 6 years ago at 2 a.m., like, recording, like, you know, car cat shit, and, like, burning out my throat and whatever, and just, like, having all those memories just, like, locked into my brain whenever I stare at a microphone, and then looking over to some... and looking over to see someone, like, in the other room that's, like, coming up here to, like, watch my shit and realizing, holy shit, a lot's happened in 5 years.
Yeah. Touche.
And Tooch,
sing.
yeah.
Touche sing.
Even Tooch, yeah, I could hear some of Tooch in there. I was just pretty overwhelmed.
I can hear the
Oh, man. There's just so...
Everyone did a good job.
I wanna just dive into some of this here. Coma for 6 weeks. God.
You'll have some time.
God damn it. I don't know what to say to all of this, you know? This is, like, a lot of this is just so deep, and, like, anything that I could kind of, like, say in response is just, like... like, I'm selling you guys short, like, no matter what the hell I say about this. This is kind of nuts. Oh my god. Y'all been waiting on that. I'm gonna keep this saved so I can, you know, link it to you guys in the chat. Oh my god.
Do you want some mints?
I might want a mint. Thank you. Marty's giving me mints.
You can take as many as...
I'm fine with one.
I like two. In my mouth.
Why? Why do you
That's
two mints at once?
It's wasting mints. I love wasting mints.
Like, your mouth isn't gonna get any mintier? I feel like
It's gonna get...
there's diminishing returns
No,
with mints.
yeah. 2 mints is disgusting.
God. Oh my god, thank all of you for this. I don't know if I can I, like, add this to, like, some favorites? Yeah. It's on my favorites now. What is Bitcoin?
What is Bitcoin?
We're not gonna watch a Joe Scott video on my stream.
Not in this stream.
You can look up Bitcoin in your own right. This is me being heartfelt a week after my birthday. But
yeah.
and then this still has yet to upload, so I guess I guess all of you have heard the final version of Jack of All Trades first. And that'll be going up tonight. It is not even 9 yet. There's still half an hour left. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I get the chat back? Yeah. I am a Sagittarius.
You fucking Sagittarius. What are you, a Libra? Yeah. Gross.
Hello, Wolfie. I just got through watching the video, like, live. You can probably skip back in the DVR and, like, see reactions if you want. But, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the messages in the video, if I haven't said that already in chat. I really, you know, I really appreciate hearing that shit. It's sometimes, I don't know. I always wonder how much, you know. I don't really know. I don't really know what to say except thank you. Thank you guys for putting in the effort in making that video. I know it took like 4 months to make. That's wild. What a good send-off to the Sharpie paper aesthetic, you know? Like, man.
I still have the cards on my desk.
Man!
I don't know what to do with them. Do you want them? Do you want all those cards? I'll give you the cards. Like, I was really excited to try to do that, and it actually worked out pretty well, so.
God. A triple Sagittarius. How are you a triple Sagittarius?
Triple?
You're sun,
so
moon, and what?
Sun, moon, rising, probably.
Huh. Oh my god. I'm sitting next to Case.
Yeah, every time I was looking at works in progress, I was sitting next to you trying not to show it. Like, trying not to be like, make sure they don't gotta see it, or not gonna see it. Yeah. So I was trying to look at the works in progress as they were, like, happening. I have my audio and headphones. It's really confusing me. I'm just gonna take these headphones.
I have headphones, but I never wear them. I just blast whatever I'm working on, like, in my room.
Yeah, I was, every time the works in progress would get posted in that Discord, I would just, like, scoot my laptop.
I did see the guitar. That's awesome. And I wish you luck with, I wish you luck with recording shit. Honestly. I'm glad you found something to, you know, like, pick yourself up. Having musical hobbies is, like, I don't know, if you go hard into it, if you're, like, passionate about it, and it's pretty easy to be passionate about music once you find, like, the right kind of music, but, like, it can help so much with just, like, your outlook on the world. Just drill down into something, drill down into music, I would recommend. But I think that's a great step in the right direction. You know, I can resonate with not all of you guys in your situations. And that's you know, it's kind of it's strange to say how a lot of that was, oh, I found your music, I really related to it. You know, I can't relate to quite all of the kind of things that you guys said you were going through. Especially Lee being in a coma for 6 months. That's nuts. Like, God bless your soul, not rest. No.
No resting.
No.
No sleeping. That was
I am so glad you got through a coma. Holy shit. And like I remember being like, man, I don't know how old I was. Like, life was shit when I got a guitar, and then I started playing guitar, and I stopped thinking so much about how shit life was. So, like, I mean, stick to it. In a couple of years, you might be a different person. And, like, you know, at least you'll be around the same person, but with music. Which, you know, you ain't gotta be perfect to do music.
Yeah, I think it's a good outlet for any of the stuff that you have going on. Just like, personally, I think it's a great outlet.
Yeah.
You know, the things you can do with music and the things you can do with art are definitely in line with any personal thought processes you got going on. You can absolutely channel that through music, and it helps a lot.
I think because just like a vague general thing about hiccuping. Just a vague general thing about artistry is that like artistic trades and just like skills in general, like drawing or music, like they kind of, when you get passionate about them and you want to get better at them, you end up changing the way that you perceive at least part of the world around you. Like, artists, you know, look at references and learn to kind of see just shapes through stuff that they can use as bases. And, you know, if you're a musician, you'll start hearing harmony different. You'll start hearing just sounds. You'll start hearing musical appeal, and things that don't normally, you know, come off as, like, meaningful to other people. So... a special effects makeup artist. See, that's awesome. That's legit. Like that... I don't know much about makeup. I actually had a horror movie, like a do-your-own horror movie kind of kit thing when I was a kid. And it came with, like, just enough makeup to make, like, a convincing, like, gash in your arm as, like, a sample. It was just one of those little, like... And I remember being super into that and looking at it like, oh my god. And, like, you know, I could never... I can never sink that much time into that with other shit I'm doing. I think it's a really cool fucking thing, though. I've seen, my friend Ace Alpha once showed me a photo of, like... He did some really convincing makeup on his elbow to look like it was just, like sheared off, yeah.
Ugh.
Great. You might have, like, posted links and shit, but I do not think I've seen your cosplays now. Let's check this out. Scroll up a bit in the arts channel. Oh. Let's check this out. Arts. Thank you. Oh, here's one. 2015 con. It's pretty good. That's some good troll makeup, actually.
What's up? I'm checking this out.
Vanilla. That's some OC there. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Oh, there's a lot of these. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Jack Skellington. Hell yeah.
That troll, though. I want to do troll.
I got 15 minutes left, so let's figure out something. Let's figure out something here.
Take my luck when I break it.
I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I awaken. Cause I handle life and recreation. I need to get this one stanza. I need to get at least like half a verse like written. And most of it's just gonna be me staring at my phone, like putting together rhymes. Life and recreation. Cause I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day. Wake up later in the day than when I need to. I wake up later in the day than when I need to, like a Technically, I'll take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. I take it. Cause I handle life and recreation. Cause Cause I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Feeling like I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Feeling stretched so thin I'm see-through. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Stretch. Spread so thin I'm see-through. That's... Then when I need to spread so thin and see through. How do you get your voice? I've been working on my voice. God rest your soul. I ain't wishing anybody dead. A lot of people want me dead. I don't appreciate that either. Hello, Lee.
Yeah, Lee. Lee. I don't know what screen to look at. God. There's two screens.
Yeah. You can choose whatever.
Hey, Lee.
Yeah, go skip back. See if you want to see the live reaction. It was like, what, 20 minutes ago?
I'd say so.
My laptop's gonna die soon.
The live reaction was...
17 people watching. Oh no, I don't have the chat anymore. Shit, I gotta plug my laptop in somehow.
Very good.
That would be awesome.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that light.
I'm supposed to be given a tour, but I have not heard back.
Plugged.
About when that's happening. Awesome.
Hacker voice, I'm in.
I'm in. If you can't figure shit out by fucking around, you don't belong to your computer.
You don't deserve to have a computer.
Where's my live dashboard? Here it is. Oh, like everything died. Everything died when I closed my laptop. It just killed, like... Wow.
Luckily, the
That's
stream's
wild.
still on, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, no, the stream doesn't run on my laptop.
The stream is not allowed. It took me a minute. I'm so slow.
How do I full screen this? Pop out. I'm thinking of running over time again. Because that's what I'm all about. Staying up too late. Singing for tomorrow at 7 a.m. so this talk is stressful. Ugh. Go to bed.
Damn.
Rest your vocal cords. Handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through. Spread so thin I'm see-through. Saying... Waiting for a reboot. Waiting for... Waiting on a reboot. Yeah, that'll... Yeah! Right what you know. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through. Waiting on a reboot. Okay. Okay. Okay, I spent a lot of time practicing to myself. Back problem, I can't stand all the way and breathe. Breathing's hard. I don't know how to breathe.
I don't either.
I do not. I'm actually trying to relearn how to breathe.
Yeah.
It, like, I had it down, and then I got super conscious of it, and then a few years of being conscious of my breathing patterns, I have no idea how to breathe anymore.
Yeah. I am in the same boat where, like, I know exactly how I'm supposed to do it, but it never becomes... It's not a habit that I've, like, built up
Like,
to doing. Like, speaking from, like, the bottom of my chakras.
when you don't know where anything is in your body and you're just growing up, you just breathe, like, fucking intuitively.
Yeah.
Like, and then once you get to, like, a certain point, like, you're like, oh, you have to breathe your diaphragm, or you have to breathe with your, you know, and people tell you how to breathe and shit, people tell you the right way.
Yeah.
And then, like, you start thinking about it. And then you forget about, like, all of the other muscles in your body. That, like, if you're just breathing with up here, like, then, like, you know, like, the entire fucking lower half of your organs aren't, like, moving at all.
Yeah.
And, like, are super tense.
That's what I've found. So I found the best solution is to pay attention to all your torso muscles and
Yeah.
all the stuff that's there, that's available for you to move when you breathe.
You gotta breathe as if there is, like, a force of energy kind of, like, filling your entire, like, expanding your entire body and leaving. I am wearing a scarf. I got it on wish.com. My priorities on and like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet and growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like a Danik Lee. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Okay. Halfway through a verse? Let's see if I can write a whole verse and then call it. Oh, fuck, asthma. Oh, that would wreck me. I'm glad I do not have asthma. Am I a scarf? It depends on your definition of a scarf. Do you know what would be the ultimate, like, supervillain move? Like, if I was, like, completely heartless, I would get an actual, like, jackal fur. And then wear it as a scarf. That would be like a super volunteer. Yeah.
Don't do that!
Syrian jackal is, according to a Wikipedia article, it doesn't exist anymore. It's known for its vast vocal repertoire and habit of living in abandoned buildings. It's mentioned in the Bible as like a demon.
Just get a fursuit! Just get a fursuit that's made out of fake stuff! Don't do this.
It's a very, very different thing than a fursuit.
No, I know, just do anything else. Yeah.
I couldn't live with that. I honestly couldn't live with that.
I couldn't either, right?
If someone gives me like a faux fur that's like jackal sized, I'll dye it indigo.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are there any other spare verses? I am. Let's see. Spring notes. Know me yet. 3 hits, Matt. Oh, this is like the whole... There it goes, the whole show.
What?
What's going on in the chat? Anything that isn't Christian I mentioned in the Bible is a demon. Pneumonia sucks. Evil mastermind. Madi is your pet. All masterminds need pets.
I have a pet.
It's kind of a fucked up thing to say.
You know, I listen, the lore is this. I have a pet. I am the I don't know why there needs to be humans assigned pet status.
We don't need to be chaining pets here. I don't like to keep humans as pets.
Yeah.
Some people I know are into that.
So yeah.
Not a fan. Case isn't evil? Yeah, so you think.
More often than not,
I'm turning an NPC.
I have a cat. So obviously that makes me I can't wait to...
I no longer have any pets. Not in my household. Back at the house I grew up in, there's like more cats there than when I grew up. You don't have a cat in the room, you need
have
a
the
pet.
not a cat.
Huh?
You have the not a cat.
I have the not a cat.
You have a pet.
That's right.
What are you talking about?
You gotta bring that down for a stream sometime.
Yeah, you gotta bring, Softwin.
Softwin. Soft friend. This is a stupid verse. I wonder if I can do it to this. I need like one fucking line for this before I... I might do a fucking stanza in Anglic for this one. Just because I can. Hmm. Hmm. Alright. This verse is fucking stupid. I don't want I don't know if I want to, like, recite this one on the fucking stream. It's stupid. Alright, let's, can I lead into it? None of these fucking stanzas are related. I'm gonna have to put them, okay. My priorities, all I see is lighting up and something, making sure all my leaves are green, all my fruits are sweet. Fuck. Priorities on and like a tree, all I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, all my fruits are sweet, growing, it's all even. I fucked that up. He's on and like a tree, all I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I hand live it, bah. My priorities on and like a tree, all I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life back at above. Up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spreads within them see-through, waiting on a reboot. Nintendo Switch is what they call me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario and smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swamping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Then I need one more stanza.
Nice start.
It's a stupid stanza. I could probably put that and then have the later ones like sing it. Yeah, that could be the fucking... Okay, so then I need another stanza and then I'll put those at the beginning. Shinramyun. Do they sell Shinramyun in the UK? Because, like, Godsend, now I know I can visit the UK. There's the chorus. Okay, I got video games, I got drugs, I got plant. I have, sex is already mentioned here. Where am I? Unlike a harmony, off notes are part of me.
It's hard to
You can do it.
here.
You can do it.
Pull up.
Yeah, it doesn't click right. Ah! You're gonna... No, my laptop's a piece of shit.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm sure Shinra Myun's in Hawaii.
Oh, duh.
They get a lot of import. Oh,
Another mother, he just whatever.
like a harmony, off notes are part of me. Harmony, part of me. Like a harmony, off notes are part of me. Dissonance, another key feature in the hardware. See, that's too wax. Dissonance is just another. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. A lot of triads are tried. A lot of triads that tried can't. Unlike a harmony, off notes are part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in my hardware. See, a lot of triads I tried can't. A lot of triads I tried can't. A lot of triads I tried can't. A lot of triads I tried can't ring too far. A lot of triads a triad can't ring too far. Like a... Unlike a harmony, off notes are part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. See, a lot of triads a triad can't ring... A lot of triads a triad can't be... Can't be too hard. Ah. Wales. Kenosha has an airport. Kenosha does not have an actual airport. It does have a way to
Chicago.
Huh?
The trains.
No, it does have a small like for people who own planes. Want to go fly planes out in the field? We have one of those, but we don't have like a passenger airport. If you got a private jet, you could probably take off in Kenosha, but not otherwise.
Missouri. I used to live near St. Louis.
Oh boy.
On the Illinois side, though. There's so many Missouri memes.
I love how like St. Louis is in Missouri, right?
Yep.
And Kansas City.
Yep.
I love how both of those are like shared with the states around.
State.
They're like
I live
both.
in Missouri.
God.
All my friends are in fucking Illinois.
In Indiana, there's a city called East Chicago.
Yeah, that's against the border.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious to me.
So like Chicago was the thing that was going for a while, and then like they tried to carve up states, and people on the other side were like, "Well, wait, what the fuck? We're still Chicago, right?" No.
Pick one of those. Yeah, no, I hated having to explain. Hey, I live literally 30 minutes away from St. Louis, but in Illinois. They're like, well, oh, you live in Illinois? Where Chicago? No. I just picked my scabs. Gotta go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Burp. And a tissue on that. Burp. St. Louis. It's pretty cool.
Cue card reader. I need something that rhymes with hard. Not a cue card reader, I'm a... Like, I could use Bard. I don't want to get too into fucking D&D in this song. Maybe in a different verse. And I've been sitting here for like 15 minutes, just not even playing anything. Ugh. D&D and Anglic? I'll do one Anglic stanza for this. Maybe I'll use D&D shit to like go into Anglic. Nintendo Switch is what they call me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature of the hardware. See, a lot of triads, I tried can't be too hard. Not a cue card reader, I'm more heart to heart. Parodies on them like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life like I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Okay. And then I can take all this, I think. And oh. Fuck. Let's try this again. There. Awesome. Okay. Marred. Late. Let's try this again. Nintendo Switch is what they call me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. See, a lot of triads, I try can't fucking up the rhythm. Harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. See, be too hard. Not a cue card reader, I'm more heart to heart. Card wait. Oh no, I know this. Nintendo Switch is what they called me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario and smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. See, I got triads I tried can't, and triads I tried can't be too hard. Not a reader of cue cards more. Alright. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. See, and triads I tried can't be too hard. Not a not about reading cue cards. Right. Switch is what they call me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance still a key feature in the hardware. See, and triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about reading cue. And triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about reading cue cards and more. Too hard, not about the cue cards. Yeah. So I'm on a Roma 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks at me. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware. See, and triads I try can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards and more. SD. My priorities aren't like a tree. All I see is letting sowing seeds, making sure my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet. Fuck all this. swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware C. And triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards, some more SD. My priorities on it like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet. Growing 20 feet tall even. Life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Don't mind analogies, whenever God's been good to me. Caught on synchronicity, when I shouldn't be, just the will to take this. Hello Raymond, you came in on the tail end of the stream. I'm working on some verses here. One I kind of plucked out, and the rest I just kind of made up around it. So welcome. I might try to record it, maybe 1 or 2 takes before signing off here. I seriously can't deliver it right though, so let me keep trying. Nintendo Switch is what they called me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes are part of me. Dissonance still a key feature in the hardware C. And triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on it like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet. Growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Don't mind analogies, whenever God's been good to me. Okay. The one time I did that alright, I recorded it. That's great. Nintendo Switch is what they called me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware C. And triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities aren't like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet. Growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Don't mind analogies. Yeah, that's a, man, that's a decent verse. That's a decent, like, half a verse. I don't know how long this lasts. Nintendo Switch is what they called me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario, smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Let's try it again. Nintendo Switch is what they called me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario and smashing bros and more. Jokes. Nintendo Switch is what they call me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario and smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is still a key feature in the hardware C. Triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on it like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet. Growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Don't mind analogy. Yeah. Nintendo Switch is what they call me in the college dorms when I brought my 64, playing Mario and smashing bros and more. People in and out to see that CRT, swapping bunks with me, hopping back and forth. Unlike a harmony, off notes a part of me. Dissonance is a key feature in the hardware C. And triads I tried can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on it like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds. Making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet. Growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Don't mind analogy. Nintendo Switch is what they call me in the college dorm. Not the cue cards, I'm more SD.
My priorities on a like a
like a tree.
and try as I tried, can't be
Okay,
too
let's try
hard.
this.
Not about the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on a like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Got the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it.
I fucked it up. What was it?
About the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. And try as I tried, can't be too hard. Not about the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Got the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot.
Right, I got something there. This one kind of clips.
About the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Got the cue cards, I'm more SD. My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to. Spread so thin I'm see-through, waiting on a reboot. Got the cue cards, I'm more SD.
Alright.
My priorities on like a tree. All I see is lighting up and sowing seeds, making sure all my leaves are green, my fruits are sweet, growing 20 feet tall even. I handle life and recreation like identically. I take too many hits and sit and let it get to me. I wake up later in the day than when I need to.
I forget who were the Federalists? Was Thomas Jefferson a Federalist? Or was that Hamilton? I forget who was the Federalist.
What the frick is history?
Back in the day, what?
What the frick is history? Yeah, I don't know.
Back in the day, there was a debate whether or not the United States should have a federal government. And, like, for the longest time, Hamilton was the Federalist? He wrong Federalist 51 no. I don't...
He wrote federal.
Wrote.
Oh, he wrote. Oh,
He wrote
Okay.
Federalist 51. Okay. Yeah, back in the day, there was a debate whether or not the fucking United States should have a federal government. That's so insane to think about in context. Like now we're having... I mean, I guess we've always had that debate, but it's never been like a political leaders are fighting over whether or not the federal government should exist. It's just weird to think about, you know, like, what were debates at different points in time, and what were never debates at different points in time that only started recently being debates.
President Kaneko, I bow to your whims.
Start a principality.
I was already planning to do that here in Kenosha. That was my plan. I'm just kidding.
Lizzie the lizard. Afraid of too much federal power in the government. You know, like to give people rights. all the federal government, like, I don't know, people treat the federal government as like some big bad monster. I don't know, we're talking about government politics of the late 1700s. The Queen's a lizard. See, I really love the fucking idea of, like... I wonder if, like, Sumer's, like, bird people and the fucking reptile people that some people... that like, cultures have seen... I wonder if they're the same. I wonder if it's just the fucking, like... I wonder if the Drex have been fucking with us for, like, thousands of years. And we've been trying to, like, figure them out. And they're still running shit. Like, that's the thing. We can't see them because they're not on our plane of existence, but they still run the fucking social... I don't know. Lizard people. They give states' rights instead. The Articles of Confederation... We tried to be like an EU thing, and it just went to shit so fast.
Don't say that about the Queen.
No, it's not what I want. I want this. I don't really know what we're doing for Christmas. Yeah. When the hell was America reliable? Sorry to be getting into politics, but I don't think America has ever, at any point, done what it said it would. I don't think that's ever been a thing. Like, all the history that we're taught is just... And we don't ever say what we did. America is, like, forever, like, we've just kind of existed as this big thing that says we do all these great things. But, like, we don't. And then we just cover up all the shitty stuff we do.
I also think that's a given.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it keeps...
No, any empire will do that, because history is written by the winners. Like, you have so much power, you stop caring.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps getting... Yeah, but I know we're shit. I I have this one Discord where it's like all Europeans or people like non-US people, and we always talk about America. What? And they always like come at me. I'm just like, I'm not. What if I'm trying to be like not okay with the crap that America's doing?
Did you mean Trump? Trump. Trump is. I don't know.
I have friends who come from other countries or small countries. Yeah.
Their home countries also just teach nationalism in school. That's insane. One thing that I like about America, one thing that I will always love about America, and the reason that I think America is still ideally, not ideologically, but ideally, America is a step above other nations in theory, is that we have all of our laws and constitution and all of that. That's all written and set up so that it can revolve and can be adjusted based on the population living in it at any given time. Like like it was set up to be specifically a country for the sake of being a country. There isn't like there isn't like a solid, like Germany has like, oh yeah, we're the Germanic tribes of whatever. The French have, yeah, we're the Frankish tribe of whatever. England is like, the Angles showed up to a place where a bunch of Celts were living and then killed them all. Or maybe they died out before, I don't know. But, like, we made sure when setting up the country to not have it be defined by whoever the fuck put the flag down first. We wanted it to be like a thing that could exist like as a nation rather than just like an extension of some tribal lineage. And nobody fucking gets that anymore. Nobody understands that anymore. Nobody realizes that the government is a tool. Like, people say, oh, we're getting taxed. Like, then vote. Like, you decide where the money goes. You decide where the money goes. You vote. Like, that doesn't even work anymore. But that's the thing, is like, you get to a point where like that doesn't even work anymore. Voting doesn't even work anymore in this country.
I want my money to go towards kombucha.
England at least had a period of everyone starting kingdoms and then fighting and like, having all that infighting. In America, we never really we had one civil war, and it was kind of, I guess, necessary. But like, we never had the fucking... There's a bunch of states, and there's just a bunch of groups of people in this country that come from, like, old money from, like, a variety of countries and a variety of nationalities and a variety of lineages. And they're the ones fighting, and we just gotta fucking deal with it. And they never stopped, because they know the whole kingdom thing that's, like, old hat. Like, by the time business rolled around, they're like, well, we can just fucking have... Like... So, I don't know. Who's Trump? Who's Trump? Who is Trump? Donald Trump is the President of the United States of America. And that is a sentence I never in my life thought that I would have to say regularly.
It's gonna be 2018 soon.
Donald Trump is the President of the United States of America.
Yeah, listen, it's gonna be 2018 soon, and I can't wait for next year to be literally a rehash of 2013, plus the context of the past 5 years. So I mean, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I'm to be entertained.
I can't fucking believe Donald Trump is the President of the United States of America.
Don't look
I swear to God, if you would have went to someone in 1996, if you would have gone back in a time machine and walked up to some fucking random in 1996 or 7 and told them, in 2016, the general election will be between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. They're gonna say...
I didn't even believe that crap.
They're gonna say... Yeah, of course.
Listen, though. Like...
And then when you tell them that Donald Trump wins, they're gonna be like... Yeah, of course. But, like, it's for, like, you know, we kind of forgot. Like, there's this whole stretch of time where, like, all of fucking society, like, splintered off. And we totally forgot about, like, that underlying, like, brand character narrative that had been going on in the country. And so now we're all suddenly surprised that Donald Trump is elected. He's been fucking, like, the first thing he did after Nixon resigned is he threw a big party for Nixon for 3 days. Like, he's been planning this shit forever. So is Hillary Clinton. Like, I don't know why this is, like, a surprising thing. I feel like everyone would have seen this coming. The Bible saw it coming.
I'm too young.
The fucking wolf appeared over Sweden. Like, God saw this coming. No one could have telegraphed Donald Trump better, but we're still all fucking so surprised. I can't believe it.
I'm 20. I'm too young to have seen it.
You're too young.
I just didn't pay attention. Didn't pay attention to I have my foot on that jacket. I'm sorry.
Andrew Jackson's a fucking idiot. I don't know why Andrew Jackson was put on money. I don't know why his portrait is hanging in the white... God damn it.
God damn it. How old? Yeah, I'm 20, actually.
Madi is 20 years old?
Yeah, I am 20. 2 decades old.
I'm talking about politics. I'm talking about, like, ancient politics.
You seem like you were there. It's okay.
Oh my god. We've been going for almost 3 hours. It's almost 10, so I should be shutting down pretty soon. Boudica the warrior chief, she was a legend against the Anglos, and we have this amazing culture that only, like, half of us know. Why isn't this taught? What culture? Boudica the warrior chief? That sounds Welsh. Is that Welsh? Or is that Celtic of some kind? I don't know.
I didn't realize my feet were in the frame. Oh.
Celtic? Amazing culture that, like, only half of us know. Why isn't this taught? Because the English showed up and fucking... It's what they do. And the Latins did it before them. And the Indo-Aryans did it before them. And the Sea people, whoever the fuck they were, did it before them. I am ruler of Cave. No, we vote. No me caveman politics. What?
Oh, jeez.
I bet you can... I was gonna talk about Neanderthals, but I just watched this, America Denies English Culture.
There's so much happening.
Well, that's because, like, America doesn't give a shit about culture in general. Like, we made up kind of like a plastic story of the world that we teach in school. And, like, we don't really want people to have, like, a specific cultural identity. Because we need people to have that whole and that community, that sense of community that they must fill by funneling money toward a thing. So we have all these, like, A/B tested holidays. In like, I mean, nobody ever talks about, a lot of people talk about this, actually, but not enough people on the I'm not gonna start talking wings. I don't want to get all wingy in my fucking, political history discourse, but, there's a thing with American white people where we just do not have any culture whatsoever. Like, if you're 3rd or 4th generation from an immigrant, you probably grew up, you know, in, like, middle America, grew up with, like, a family working at a factory job, and you celebrate Easter and Christmas, and Thanksgiving. You have canned food on Thanksgiving, and you eat, like, burgers and hot dogs and spaghetti and tacos on some days, and you go out to eat half the time to get, you know, steak or fucking whatever. Like, there is no American culture. We kind of just found the easiest way to, like, package shit from other cultures and just give it to you at like in like a simple plastic, I don't know. We put meat between bread. We grind meat and then put meat between bread. We do that like 6 different ways in this country. Pizza, you can have bread with stuff on it. No matter where in the world you go, you can have bread with stuff on it. But you can have, in Chicago, you can have extra fucking grease on your pizza. You can have your pizza with extra grease. Like, in Chicago, people saw the way that people make pizza and they're like, no, not fucking greasy enough.
Deep dish makes me wanna die.
And so, like, there's a thing about white culture in America where there isn't one. It's all plastic bullshit. And so a lot of these kids that don't really have any sense of their blood or ethnicity, that don't have any ties to, like, anything. Like, some people can go, like, research Ancestry.com kind of shit. Not everyone can. A lot of people try. They get super fucking ethnocentric once they find out what the fuck a European is. Like, and I think that's a problem. I think the fact that we do not have a healthy, like there's all this, everybody needs a sense of community. And in America, there's just not that. It's the one thing that kind of detaches the country from you know, from what other countries have with, like, you know, and not nationalism, but just a sense of belonging to a thing. White people don't really have that in America. Like, and the fact is that the majority, it is the majority of people, because most of the immigrants who settled the country, and, like, fucking spread out were white, and that's just the way that is. Most of the business that also kind of took over and enabled that to happen were also run by white people. And so we have this weird fucking dynamic where, like, more than, like, a grand majority of the country is European. Because they're of European descent. And a much, much larger majority of the elite are people who are not only, like, you know, wealthy white people, the people who were, like, the wealthiest fucking family in the country that came from, you know, came to America. And so there's this weird kind of collusion with, like, white people who are frustrated with, you know, the lack of culture and the lack of, like, you know, heritage and the lack of, feeling like they belong to part of something, that they are the frontier of, like, their bloodline. You know, there just, like, there isn't that solidarity. And a lot of people look at that and think it's been stolen from them and then blame the minorities. Like, just because people who have darker skin color than you came over later and therefore have more connection, just because they haven't assimilated all the way, like your parents and grandparents and their grandparents did, that doesn't mean they're to blame for your lack of culture. The people that are to blame for your lack of culture are the people who took over your culture and replaced it with a fucking serving you fake plastic bullshit. Like, that's what I don't... And I think this is also, like, and people group all of the subjects, if you will, with the WASPs, right? With the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants that have all the money and control all the media and own fucking, like, everything, and have for the past, like, 200 years. Like, those people, white people in America, vast majority of white people in America, feel the same economic burden that these people at the top put on them. The fact that they're white is also kind of shitty for all these fucking, you know, the grand majority of, like, lower class white Americans, because they get lumped in with the people that are causing the problems when they have no fucking clue how these problems even got to be the way that they are. And the only solutions that they can come up with out of anger, out of the same anger that everyone else has, is what the fucking rich people are feeding them, which is that the poor people and the darker people did it. Which, you know, if people are stressed, if people can't eat food and don't know, like, you know, when the fuck their next paycheck is coming in, they are literally incapable of thinking of anything past survival, of giving any actual conscious thought past, you know, like, root chakra. So, like, I feel like this is kind of just a stoked, like, shit-stirry kind of, like, thing that people... I haven't even fucking been reading the chat. Romano-Normans, Anglo-Saxons were almost wiped out. That's not true. There is no Italic DNA found in the modern population of Britain. I actually watched a video on that. Might have been someone bullshitting. That's the last thing I heard. If they are like fucking Roman Normans that kind of became like the prominent ethnic group in England, that makes a whole lot of sense because it continues the cultural stem from what, you know, the Roman Empire did. It makes sense if, you know, one or two of the same heads like went on, because that happens throughout history. Read up, I explained it a bit. Yeah. Every once in a while I find a video of someone saying, like, of someone looking at like genetic evidence of like Proto-Indo-Europeans and saying like, oh, these haplogroups mean you're an Indo-European, and what does it mean to be in haplogroup this? Like, people, you can find YouTube videos where people seem really, really stoked on the fact that they're related to the Indo-Europeans. But, like, if you look through history, I have no idea how you can, like, look through human history and come away with it with the idea that the Indo-Europeans are, like, the bastion of progress. They're kind of just Satan. Like, they're kind of just, like, the worst antagonist. Like, whatever the fuck they're at the top of, it happens to be the worst antagonist in the world at that time. I don't know why people look at that and think like, yes, we must carry on our heritage. Like, no, give it up. Give it up. You're getting fucked. You're getting fucked. There's a big club and you're not in it, and you're worshipping it. And they're fucking you. Like, people need to wake up. But that's me ranting about politics at fucking 10 p.m.
Oops, fuck. Fuck, sorry.
Don't believe anything I say. I mean, go do your own research. Just don't, like, if any...
No, stop. The ticker.
Just be careful.
Christ, what? I hate this, what?
Don't say barbaric, it's offensive. All barbarian means is someone who doesn't speak Greek, I'm pretty sure. Because the Greeks would come back and they'd be like, yeah, talk to some foreigner. They were all like, bar, 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 bar. And then they came up with the word barbarian.
Huh. Yeah, that's...
Racism really is highly illogical. Mom's latest bullshit was trying to find a way to convince herself that we're white even though we're brown because, like, her grandparents are Spanish or something. Man.
That sucks.
You know... Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Looking like until they can force themselves to believe they're among the genetic upper crust. Listen. Europeans have a whole lot of Neanderthal DNA. Whole lot of caveman in them. Whole lot of Indo-European in them. You look... God damn it. Just look over anything the Europeans have done in history. Or Indo-Europeans. Specifically. The Indo-Aryans.
Yeah,
we're not the best.
Means like just like anything that is not you. So in the context of like, oh, they sound like bar 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 bar.
Yeah.
That is a very like contextual like, they're because like at the time I think the thing was they were talking about people who weren't them. So yeah,
cavemanism.
Yeah.
So many goddamn wars. I've read it up a lot about the history of England for, I have a world building project. There's a country called Anglia. I've been doing research on that for like 2 years. So I know a bit of the squabbles. I've read through the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle in Old English. It's pretty great.
history.
One of my favorite things about the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle is if they trace lineages of kingdoms farther back enough, they end up just saying, who is the son of Odin? So, like, there's just this kind of really blatant, like, they go, and he was born of this person, he was born of this person, he was born of this person, and where did he come from? God, probably. I love that.
Earthly drama.
I don't know,
This is
Boudica. I know Beowulf.
Like,
Beowulf is Danish.
back when I was living
think.
on, like, Mars, like, a lot of the stuff didn't happen because we all, like...
know the enemies are Danish.
Just joking around. But yeah, I actually came here from Mars 8,000 years in the future, and, like, I'm just on a fucking time travel history project here. Earth is stupid.
Earth is really interesting. Earth is... You know, just knowing, like, the way that reality works. And understanding that, like, Earth is... Like, there's a lot of places that could have life, right? There's a lot of ways that life can form. There's a lot of ways that things can have sentience. There's a lot of ways that things can arrange themselves in the universe. But, like, Earth is the only thing that can be Earth. That's the thing that's interesting to me. Like, I don't know what the fuck any other sentient, like, if there are any other sentient whatever out there.
We're inherently tied to Earth. And that's, like, we're unique to us, and we're lucky to be here. It's a very unique experience to be here.
We don't know of any other thing like Earth. We're in, like, every fucking sweet... Like, I don't want to go through this.
Yeah.
But,
So much history.
through the Civil War toward the South till Abe Lincoln made a big political move. Yeah, I remember that. Like, there was a... Like, the South actually had a lot of trade and a lot of economic support from foreign countries. Because they had the plantations. So, like... Fucking... Like, they had so much money. They had more money than the North. They had more collateral. And so, like, the North had to think really fucking hard about how to, like, subvert. And I guess the fucking generals were really good, too. But I don't know. They lost.
Boudica.
Alright. I will see you around Sky. I'm gonna be logging off pretty soon anyway. Let me just save this and transfer it over. Let me quit this. Yeah. Abe only supported getting rid of slavery because he had to get people to gasp. Yeah, slavery was like a... Like, it was... I don't know. Like, looking through, like, human history... Slavery is a very, very, like, strange... Because it existed for thousands and thousands of years. But it only blew up, and it only became, like... as fucking horrifying as it was... once it gained a global capitalist incentive. Once there was, like, money to, like, significant amounts of money to be made very quickly by transporting people and selling people, that's when it got fucking ugly. Like, that's when it stopped being, like, you know, like, quaint laws about fucking you break someone's vase, you owe them this much servitude. Like, it stopped being about that and just started being about, like, how many fucking people can we fit in a boat for money? Like, then, you know... Like, so, at the time, there was really, like, it was like a genuine conservative position to be like, no, slavery's just fine. We've done it forever. Like, no. Like, the evolution of society is ramping up a lot of things, and slavery is not one of those things that you should be funneling effort and money toward. And, like, I don't think we were the first... I don't think we were the first to outlaw slavery. I think there were some European countries that got there before us. I think Canada got there before us. I think Brazil got there after us. And, like... I think the Ottoman Empire still had it until World War I. We were the last? No, that's not true. We were the mad last?
We were mad last. Like, we were super
Brazil and Cuba were behind us. Canada does everything good. I do know the Ottoman Empire didn't stop their slave trade until, like, the early 20th century. Like, during World War... I think when the Ottoman Empire fell. I think they had it right up until the fall of the Ottoman Empire. Like, right up until the Young Turks took over. We were really fucking late. No, we were super late on that. Because we were a country formed of fucking capitalist incentives before blood. Cold-blooded history lessons.
Holy shit. That was so much history. My legs probably went on that chair in the frame a couple of times because I was chilling listening to all these history lessons. You know how it is.
There's a quote that is attributed to a few foreign politicians, and I think a couple American politicians too. The United States of America will always do the right thing, but only after trying everything else. I think that's a pretty accurate statement. I don't know how bloodthirsty America's... I mean, Andrew Jackson, definitely. I don't know how bloodthirsty America's history is. I think it's more just money-thirsty. Trying to make that green. There's still a slave trade. Yeah, there's kind of a thing in the there's a little bit of trick wording in the amendment. You see, you can't get by with like a political move that big without some sort of compromise. The compromise was they slipped in the phrase like, I forget the exact wording, but it's like, you know, except basically there's an exception, specifically like 3 words that say unless you're in prison, all this is fine. So that was kind of a bait and switch, sort of like, you may think, oh yeah, that thing abolished slavery. No, it shifted slavery. It narrowed the industry of slavery. And a lot of the people that, you know, and the what is it, the slave watch, the slave guard ended up becoming the police force. And so then their job was not to corral slaves up back to their private owners, but to corral them up into, you know, public prisons and pens, which would later then be privatized, and then, you know, job them out and use them for labor. So technically we didn't ever actually get rid of slavery. And in fact, there are more, this is a statistic, there are proportionately more African Americans in prison doing prison labor today than there were proportionally black people in slavery in the United States, back when slavery was at its peak. There is more slave labor in the United States today through the prison system. I'm gonna get all my fucking ads taken down for saying this. There is more slave labor in the prison system today than there was during the peak of slavery. We supposedly abolished that 200 years ago. And we still fucking... And then, you know, not even 60, 70 years ago, they made up a bunch of fake bullshit about certain drugs that certain kinds of people use so they can keep that fucking wheel turning. And then they privatized all the shit so that there's like, so now there's a monetary incentive. Like these prisons make corporate rules and make cities sign contracts so they have to keep they have to pay for 90% occupancy. Right? No matter 80 to 90% occupancy. No matter how many people are actually getting arrested. So the state, in their mind, think, well, we have to get our money's worth out of these prisons. They're only going to generate money if we have more than 90% of the cells filled. And so they keep this machine turning. Everything in America is fake.
I've joined the frame.
Marty's hair.
I'm finally wearing shades. I'm in the back.
So yeah, that's the State of the Union.
The State of the Union by President Case.
Woo.
Yeah, Marty. I don't know why I joined the frame.
Marty is here. Man, I really should get going. It's like 15 minutes after 10, and I've been going on and on. Oh man.
I'm sitting on all of my freaking clothes. I have the jacket.
The most fucked up thing in history. Like, the most fucked up thing in American history, and I think, you know, this goes back to the whole slavery thing. The weirdest, most complex, like, mind-boggling fucking, like, decision in American politics ever has to be the 3/5 Compromise. Which was a law intended to keep wealthy plantation owners from gaining power in the South. And they did that by cutting down the population, by like cutting down the count of the population of slaves, so slaves weren't worth as much as people. That was done in order to make sure that the people owning them wouldn't have more political power. It was to make sure that they would be used less as political capital. But that required counting them as not full people, which is the most absurd fucking, like, strange way to... I don't know. I guess it was a step. I guess... Fuck if I know.
History is strange.
Because the thing is, if they wouldn't have done that, then all of those people would have been counted as a higher population than any of the northern states, and therefore the few people that could actually vote, which were, like, you know, the wealthy landowners, like, there'd be fewer of them with more say in the fucking electoral college than, like, free landowning people, like, because of the way the political math would work out. So it's like, the slave owners could have had whatever fucking say they wanted if all the slaves were counted as people. Like, full... And so that's just such a weird fucking pickle in history.
Yeah.
Roger Taney rotated through every position that Andrew Jackson could offer him. Was he like the, God, I'm trying to think. There's not really... Man, Trump really hasn't really, like, juggled anyone. He's just fired people.
You fired. You also
yeah.
fired.
I'm like, the one thing about Trump having dementia or whatever, he still thinks he has to fire someone every week. I don't know if he knows he's not on The Apprentice anymore. And, like, everyone's fucking... It's so fucking crazy that, like, all the debate about Trump... I'm still going on about politics, but, like, all the debate about Trump... Like, all this about Trump... Like, the news is always pertaining to, you know, who in the Trump White House is in trouble. Who's on thin ice. There's always There's always this report among the drama going on. There's always somebody who's like some center of some drama who might be thrown under the bus by the Trump campaign, and it's like, guys, you're letting this be a reality show. You're keeping us on the edge of our seat waiting to see who Trump fires. Why are you doing that? Why are you making that the story? Why are you not talking about the tax cuts? Why are you not talking about the fucking healthcare plan? Why are you not talking... I don't get it. I don't get the news. And then every once in a while, like CNN and MSNBC, they always come up with this shit like, oh, we got him. We got a big bombshell in the Trump email, and then like they'll go on later and say like, oh, we fucked up one detail about that story earlier, and it turns out that actually it's not that. Like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Like, if you keep fucking hyping up the Trump-Russia thing and keep giving these, like, false, like, even if there is an investigation going on, if you keep giving all this fucking boy who cried wolf, like, oh, we have this big fucking bombshell, we have Trump's tax returns. Oh, actually, no, we don't. Actually, no, we don't. Like, what? You're just gonna make people bored by the time, like, actual shit comes around. I don't know. And all that does, whenever CNN has to go on and say, oh, that thing we talked about all day, turns out wasn't true, all you're doing is giving them, like, their one thing on you, CNN, their one thing on you, Trump's one thing, he only says one thing about you, and it's that you're fake news. So when you do this shit, when you're so fucking riled up against Trump, you don't check any of your sources and just run shit for like a day or two before even correcting it or fact-checking it. Like, you give them the fodder for people to just be like, oh yeah, CNN's fake news. Like, so Trump can just be like, see, what I say, fake news. Like, that's so infuriating. It's so infuriating. And the same thing, I don't know.
You want some of this shit?
I kinda do.
Okay.
Thank you. Everything's fucked right now. News media, fucked. Economy, fucked. Government, fucked. Our current knowledge of our place in history, so fucked.
In conclusion.
We got like... Oh, I don't have the fucking... I would have played a... In conclusion, everybody knows shit's fucked!
Stop. Stop. No.
Spoonie is here. Oh, I am just about to log on.
Right here.
I just spent like a half an hour talking about like politics. School is a factory, war is a money press, you are a product and you are only money to them, stage a coup. Seize the means of production. Here's what we should do. Seize the means of production. Here's what we should do. Right? Take over every Walmart. What are they gonna do? What's corporate gonna do? Every Walmart. Just imagine every Walmart. There's like a group of people like planting in a flag and saying like, "This is ours now. We will take all of the money of things sold here."
Walmart won't exist in
Walmart.
5 years.
Call the police. Yeah, they probably... No, but imagine every single Walmart in the country being, like, occupied by just, like... Not violently. But just, like, going to the office and just being like, this is ours now. Listen, you guys got a lot of cheap shit. You're charging way too much for it already. We know that all this shit costs 5 cents in China to make. I'm not paying $3 for bread. There's a thing in society where if bread becomes too expensive, if people cannot afford bread, there will be riots. Like, that's just a thing. Don't actually fucking seize a coup of Walmart. You would upset. I mean, if there's no organization, you're just gonna end up being a dick to the employees, and I don't want to give them that. I don't want to give them that shit.
That's so...
They already get shit on my corporate. Occupy Walmart.
Why? Because kids told us.
Occupy Walmart corporate. What if you just stormed the like Walmart's like corporate headquarters and you just got on the phone and you're just like, I am the new chief executive. Give away all of our products. Says me.
That's actually something I probably do.
Mr. John Wall.
I'm chaotic evil.
Oh god.
I slipped on this armchair. Yeah, no, that's something I would do. I'd just, like, call them and be like, hey, I own this Walmart now. Why? I own this Walmart now. Sorry.
Go to Target instead.
I'll tell them I own Target. I'll just go up there and, like, under what means? I freaking own Target now. It's fine.
In 5 years in America, there will be no more Walmarts, but there will be a Target on every corner.
Because of me. John Wall is Fred. Stop.
Anonymous. Who the fuck is Anonymous even? Scientology's over. Anonymous doesn't exist anymore. I claim Kroger. Kroger just bought the grocery store chain that had like the nearest grocery store here and then shut it down because it was in too low income a neighborhood for them to be fine with. And Roundy's used to have like a bunch of like cool like Roundy's was one of the only like generic brands that would have shit like, you know, like kimchi or like other like sauces you could, and then they switched to Kroger, and Kroger has none of that shit. Kroger's fucking like store brand is just all this like food club bullshit. There used to be these like sweet Thai chili, like popped like Quaker kind of like oat cracker things. They're good as hell. Only Roundy's made them and they quit making them because fucking Kroger. Alright, it's 10:30. It's 10:25.
Quite is.
I'm
out of frame now.
Yeah.
Oh no, my head's gone.
Did I get any... I didn't get any messages. Okay.
I've slid out of the frame. Oh no.
Alright. This has been fun. I got a verse written. I got a hook recorded. I showed you guys a new song. And I'm gonna upload that song like fucking tonight. Probably post it in the morning. And now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back upstairs. I probably got to give a tour before I go to bed, and I will have a new song for you. Hopefully by the end of the week, for patrons at least. I will definitely have a new song for everyone by tomorrow. But thanks for sticking around as I went, you know, an hour and a half over talking about politics. Thank you guys for the video, especially if all y'all are still here.
I think Elliot went to sleep and
Konako
still be here.
Ellie, Oliver,
Here. Oliver has not. Yeah, those two
Wolfie.
are here.
All y'all. Elliot. Did I say Elliot?
I mentioned Elliot.
Elliot,
Elliot went to
Konako,
sleep though.
Lee.
Lee.
Lee was one.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget Lee.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for sticking around. I will have another stream next week, and I will see you guys soon. Lates.
Yeah, you're gonna have to quit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It froze on me.
That sucks.
Well. Oh, Wirecast. Alright. See you guys around.